Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, this is our Omnibus Economic Development Bill, and it contains about 10 distinct measures related to economic development. They're mainly tax measures, many of which are either the governor's proposals or they were in bills sponsored by House members. And I'll briefly go over them, and then if you have any specific questions, we'll have each of the members that were associated with those issues address that. To begin with, the bill includes an increase in state tax credits made for use by the New Markets Program, an existing state program currently in law that leverages state and federal incentives to drive investment in low-income areas. This issue is also in a bill sponsored by Representative Foley. There are also 4 provisions either expanding or creating sales tax exemptions. First, the current sales tax exemption for electricity used in production or processing of agricultural products on the farm is expanded to include electricity used directly or indirectly in a packing house. And this was in a bill sponsored by Representative Albritton. Second, there is current law exemption for machinery and equipment purchased by expanding spaceport or manufacturing facility. To qualify, among other things, the increase in productive outputs must be at least 10% in current law. This bill lowers that threshold to 5%. Making it easier to qualify for, and that is a proposal from Governor Scott. Third, currently there's a sales tax exemption for parts and labor used in the maintenance and repair of aircraft with a maximum certified takeoff weight of at least 15,000 pounds. This bill lowers that weight threshold to 2,000 pounds. Again, this is a great idea being advanced by Representative Foley. Fourth, a new sales tax exemption is created for the purchase of certain chemicals, machinery, parts, and equipment used and consumed in the manufacture or fabrication of aircraft engines and gas turbine engines. Representative Workman brought this issue forward. Another sales tax change modifies the number of qualified employees that businesses must have in certain circumstances to be eligible for the Urban High Crime Area Job Tax Credit, which makes the program work a little bit better. The bill also includes a couple of changes to the entertainment industry financial incentive program. There's no increase in funding for the program, but again, in order to make the program work a little bit better, we've removed a cap on the amount of money that can go to television pilots, and we've also increased the requirement for principal photography to qualify to be more than 50% to try and bring more of those productions here to the state. The bill also makes 2 changes to the distribution of the state cigarette tax. 1% of the net cigarette tax collections will be directed to be used by the Department of Health in conjunction with the Sanford Burnham Medical Research Institute for establishing activities and grant opportunities in relation to biomedical research by Florida-based researchers. And the current H. Lee Moffitt Cancer Center and Research Institute funding, that distribution will increase from 1.47% to 2.75% of net cigarette tax collections. And this issue is brought forward by Representative Grant, who has been working on this issue for some time. The bill also permits Charlotte and Citrus counties to apply for designation as enterprise zones, brought forward by Representative Roberson and Representative Smith, respectively. And finally, the bill increases the current corporate income tax exemption from $25,000 to $50,000. And this is another proposal from Governor Scott. And Mr. Speaker, that's the bill.